let us read Matthew chapter 15, verses 21 to 28. Leaving that place, Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon. A Canaanite woman from that vicinity came to him, crying out, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me. My daughter is suffering terribly from demon possession." Jesus did not answer a word. So his disciples came to him and urged him, "Send her away, for she keeps crying out after us." Jesus answered, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel." The woman came and knelt before him. "Lord, help me," she said. He replied, "It is not right to take the children's bread and toss it to their dogs." "Yes, Lord," she said, "but even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." Then Jesus answered, "Woman, you have great faith. Your request is granted." And her daughter was healed from that very hour. It is very apparent by this account that she owned dogs, particularly by her response, and that they were under the table where her family were eating the meals. Jesus knew that. The dogs under the table, they don't have a portion. They have to wait for the crumbs to fall on the ground. They don't care how small a piece of a crumb they will get. Yet, they are so eager for the insignificant crumbs that fall from the table. With this illustration in mind is that we understand why the woman was able to answer with such passion and in all truth. Verse 27, "Yes, Lord," she said, "but even the dogs that eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." What is her petition? She doesn't ask for the bread. She doesn't even ask for a piece of the bread. She's not asking for a bite, just for the crumbs, insignificant and considerable pieces that fall on the ground. This is probably the best example of the contextualization of Jesus' message. This story is an example of what it is to be incarnational, to be able to talk to someone face to face about the good news of salvation and be understood, be accepted, and welcome. It is meeting another person where he or she is, building that bridge that can connect both ends and be in the same terms, speak the same language, understand each other with no barriers, so that the good news about Jesus Christ can be communicated with no interference. How was Jesus communicating with this woman? In terms that she could understand, because probably her dogs were dear to her. As my little dogs, Odie and Megamind, are dear to my family. That is why she was able to continue